Hey traders, Jason here from Leavitt Brothers. So in this video, I'm just going to go through some recent trades. At Leavitt Brothers, we offer trading ideas, market analysis. We've been doing this for more than 20 years. You don't stay in business for that long unless you know what you're doing. I got a lot of subscribers that have been here for more than 10 years, some of them as many as 20 years. So we must be doing something right. So I'm going to go through some trade ideas. This is not a complete list of everything we've done over the last month or 6 weeks. It's just a snapshot, give you an idea how we operate and what kind of trades have been available. All right, let's get into it. All right, here's Lunar. Well, I pronounce it Lunar. Kind of a little bit of a high flyer. Whoops, let me get rid of that. A little bit of a flyer, has a huge upside potential. But you never know, so you got to have a stop in place. I don't expect it to repeat this, but it came out of a base recently, as you can see, and it's moving its way up right now. Again, I don't expect a repeat of what happened in February, but zoom in with it. I tell people zoom in with an intraday chart. You can find an entry, keep a stop in place. If you get lucky and nail a couple points, great. If you don't, then get yourself stopped out. All right, here is SMG. Okay, came out of a base here, then it set up in a little rectangle pattern here. It popped. Our target was 74, so it hit it. I think it was within a penny. Wasn't expecting much here, just looking for a quick move, and that's exactly what we got. Century aluminum stocks doing well, along with a lot of other resource stocks. Came out of a base here and then just steadily moved up. We had another trade in here where it got rejected by no, that wasn't right. It was right in here where resistance at 12, right there, got rejected there. So broke out, got rejected by a previous high, pulled back, got support from the 8, and then as you can see, it ran up. So the group was doing really well. So we look inside the group, look for some leadership stocks. In this case, with aluminum, the aluminum group is very small. There's only a couple stocks. This one did well. TAP, pretty slow mover, kind of a boring stock, but some of our traders like that. So it came out of low here, popped back, resistance level easily defined, and then it rode its 8 up. A little bit of a flag pattern form here, popped. This is still a live trade with us, and now it's setting up again. So it looks good. I'm not expecting a big move, kind of a slow mover, but again, some traders like those. Here is SEMX. Okay, a lot of building resource stocks doing well. So you can see double bottom here. As you can see, double bottom, comes up, breaks out, comes back and tests the 8, tests the previous resistance level, and now moving up again. So this is still a live trade for us. JCCI, pretty simple textbook play, based. You can see here, base between 52 and 58, resistance at 58, breaks out, and then slowly moves up over its above its 8-day moving average. That stock has done really well for us. Schwab, okay, comes out of a base here, as you can see, and then you can see it move. It moves up, comes down, it moves up, comes down, it tests its 21, and then moves up again. So it's another live trade for us. Bunch of oil names on our list that we've played. You go with the leaders. Oil was doing well, so we're going to trade them. That's primarily our focus, is to figure out what groups are doing well. Money rotates around, groups will run hot and cold. We're looking for what groups are doing well, and then we're going to dig into those groups and find some trades. So rig came out of a base here, set up over here above its 8 and 21. I like these kind of trades where it pops off a bottom, then it spends several days, a week, maybe a little bit longer, getting comfortable above a couple key moving averages, and then as you can see, it moves up from there. So that one's treated us well. APA came out of a base here. As you can see, spent a few days getting comfortable above its 8, then moved up yesterday. It was a big down day, so that would have stopped us out. Hey, that's the way it goes. We'll take a small profit. And we'll move on. Sometimes they work really well. They keep going and going. You can trail it, take a little bit off at a target, trail it. Sometimes you get an abrupt day like this that stops you out. You don't make as much as you want. But that's just the way it goes. You don't get what you want in this industry. So here's Marathon Oil, nice double bottom pattern. I like when the first move up off a low gets rejected by some key moving averages, then it does some backing and filling. We get a second bottom, then it moves up, and you can say this one has done really well, and it kept and it has kept going. It is still a live trade for those traders who trail with a stop as opposed to just getting out at a target. Here's Oxy. Same type of setup, double bottom, resistance there at 59, moves up, had a resistance level there, another one there, kind of sloppy pattern, lots of overlapping candles, but it generally rode its moving averages up and continues to do fairly well. Pioneer Natural Resources, this one's getting bought out by Exxon Mobile, which was also on our list. You can see base here, resistance at 235, broke out, just ran up. Steadily moved up above its 8, which is that light blue line. SLCA, okay, came out of a base here, big up day, big volume, consolidated in kind of a biggish pattern, okay, and then moved up from there. Since then it's done, it's pulled back and would stop us out, but for at least for a couple weeks there, it was a good trade. CVE, okay, came out of a base here, then we had another resistance level here at 18, has steadily moved up above its 8. Exxon Mobile, this is the last of the oil stocks I'll show you. Resistance in here, nice base, moved up and steadily moved up from there. So oil stocks treated us really well. There was a lot of good ones. A couple of them didn't work out, but you know what? If you play a handful and you cut the ones that don't work out and you ride the ones that do, you make money, and that's trading. You don't know which ones are going to work. So IIPR first came out of a base here, set up over here in a little bit of a wedge pattern, broke out, and this one is still a live trade right now. It's consolidating in the area of a previous high. So that one's doing well. Had a bunch of semiconductors on our list from back in February. So I'll show those to you. So AMD was obviously it was one of the leaders in the group. Broke out here late February, paused for a couple days, and then ran up. As you can see, since running up, gave us a really nice profit. Hit our target. It's pulled back. The fact that it's pulled back, so what? I don't care. We made a nice move. Trail it with a stop. Take some profits at our target, and then you get stopped out. You don't want to ride it down. I don't care how good the stock is or how good it has done or what you think of the company. At the very least, you trail it with a stock. Broadcom, so broke out here at 1300, then it immediately went into a little bit of flag pattern, broke out again. It didn't go as far as we wanted, and then so we just get stopped out on this pullback, and that's just the way it goes. I thought it was going to go higher, but I don't put a stop in based on what I think. I put a stop in based on what the chart tells me. Lattice Semiconductor, another late February trade where it kind of moved. We had highs over here, so it moved up to a new high. Lots of volume over here, consolidated in a triangle pattern, moved out of that pattern. Everything looking good, but then we get stopped out on the way down. So we don't make as much as we want, but we make money and we move on to the next trade. Qualcomm, similar situation back in late February. A little bit of a cup and handle pattern. There's your cup, there's your handle, consolidates up here near previous highs, then breaks out and goes, then pulls back. And for me, I'm out already. I'm not going to ride this down that much. So another decent trade. Didn't work out as well as I would have wanted, but it did do okay anyways. Silicon Labs broke out here. As you can see, didn't go far, pulled back, and then went up to a new high, and then this, of course, would get you stopped out. So it didn't work as well as I wanted to, but that's just the way it goes. Lyft treated us really well. We missed the first gap up. Okay, you can see a move down here to a lower low, 2-month low, 3-month low, whatever, a 2-month low. Earnings comes out, gaps up and runs. So when it pulled back here, that's when I put it on the list and profiled it and said, hey, I think we got a move coming back up to the high. And that's exactly what happened. We got to move back to the high there. And then and then I could redraw these trend lines. And once it got to the high and pulled back, then we had like a cup and handle pattern, as you can see. And as you can see, it broke out last week. And then if, for the subscribers that played it, they would have gotten stopped out today. In this case, I would not let a profit turn into a loss. Okay, a couple more here. Advanced Auto Parts, pretty textbook play here. Resistance at 70 from there, and we have a couple days in here where it gets rejected by that level, and then it didn't really get rejected, it just kind of moved up and sat there, moved through resistance, and then as you can see, steadily moved up above its 8. Last one here, Cart, pretty textbook play here. Nice base. Went public, fell back down, formed a really nice base, going back a couple months, and then broke out and steadily moved up. And if you didn't get stopped out yesterday, you certainly got stopped out today. So this trade is over. So overall, it's been a good period. Tech has done fairly well. Semiconductors in particular have done well. Resource stocks have done well, especially oil. I wouldn't say the trading environment is absolutely fantastic, but it's good. It's good. We need to stay long. We need to keep playing trades. Take some off at targets. Trail with stops. Don't let a decent gain go too much against you, and just keep churning them out. I'd love it if the market pulled back a bunch, because that would set up a bigger move up later in the year. But I don't get what I want, so I'll just keep playing them the way we are. If you're not getting the results you want, hey, consider a subscription at Lever Brothers. All new subscriptions come with a free trial, so it doesn't hurt to come check us out. All right, I'll see you next time.